Everyone, welcome back. I hope y'all are doing great. I am doing okay. Today we're going to be unboxing, full disclosure, I already opened it up, looked at it, but we're going to be unboxing this hot glue gun, BLEDS cordless hot glue gun, and we're going to talk about it. So let's go ahead and get into it. It comes with these things: a hot glue gun, USB cord, stand, and 20 clear glue sticks and 10 glitter color glue sticks. Nice little sturdy box. I could definitely see myself reusing this box, if not to keep my glue gun in, which I don't. I just kind of put them all together. And what we're going to talk about is this particular one. It is cordless. So let's talk about all the pieces that you get, which you only get really 3 things, because glue sticks you probably have on hand or you can buy, but it's nice to have some that come with that. So we have this kickstand. It says these little prongs, not the kickstand, a stand, a regular stand. We have this kickstand right here that if you don't put the prong piece on, it will do that. I tend to be a layer on the side person, but with this like this might be even better. And then this is an easy plug in. So you plug it in, and then you plug it into your computer, or if you have a brick, that's what they call it now, those things that you plug your cell phones in, you can plug it in there. This is already fully charged. On the website, which I got from Amazon, it says it takes up to 2 hours. It only took mine about 50 minutes. I plugged it into my computer. You do get this light on here. We need to see the light, don't we? Yes, we do. So you see the light is red right now, meaning that it is charging up. We haven't used it at all. It is fully charged. So I'm not really, I think probably because I unplugged it and I replugged it in. So we'll just let it sit there really quickly. I do want to put it back on the stand because I like that. Now, it comes with some instructions, which is always nice, especially for a glue gun, a cordless glue gun. It doesn't say anything extra special, but it gives you details on what you need to do. And it gives you this, which is great. 1, glue stick. 2, nozzle protector. 3, nozzle. 4, trigger. So if this is your first time getting a glue gun, it's pretty self-explanatory. You take your glue stick and you push it all the way down until it stops. That means that it's at the chamber ready to be cooked. The thing that I like about it, besides it being a cordless glue gun, is that it has, that's the main factor, right? It's cordless. You don't have to worry about all the cords. I have a butt ton of cords going on at my station, so it's always going to be very good to be able to use something. I don't have to worry about the cord getting tangled and all this excess stuff. I just unplug it and go. And then we have off and on. So right now it's on the off position. I do recommend, if you haven't used your, if you're going to get this and you haven't used it, or if you're thinking about getting it, I do recommend you plugging it in a little bit before you start doing your craft project. And it just has some quick Q&A on here. Why does the charging time of the same battery pack vary? So on the website it says 2 hours, like I said, and mine says mine charged in under an hour. So I've had it plugged in. I'm going to go ahead and turn my glue gun on. And this is another thing that you need to be able to see. It has a blue charge, a blue indicator that says that it is ready to, it is on, and the glue gun is heating up. Now, over here you have operations. 1, what it does. 2, how you do your glue stick, which I just told you. The blue light is on after preheating for 1 to 3 minutes. Push the trigger to extrude the glue. And then it says, while using it, it is forbidden to take off the remaining glue sticks when it is used next time. So what I would just say is, don't pull your glue stick out unless you're changing it. Then I would just push all the glue out of the chamber. And it says red light is on while charging, green light is on after fully charged. I promise you my thing is fully charged. I've had it plugged in for most of the morning. We'll just plug it back in right here, and you can see it's purple. Not sure if you can see it very well, but it is purple. Red and blue make purple, yellow, and blue make green. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get ready for the project because we want to test this baby out. We don't just want to, look, I got a new glue gun. Look how pretty it is because it's pink and purple. No, we're going to take it for a test spin. All right, so while the glue gun is heating up, I have gotten these little discs from the Dollar Tree. I got these back last year before the price went up, and I painted them pink with some acrylic paint, and then I have some straws, and I have the little Chanel yarn. It's the soft fuzzy fun yarn. It's called Just Chanel, and it is by Premier Yarns, which I think is another company, I'm not sure. But I have this, and I did a video before on a project that I had made last year, I believe, but I thought this would be really cool to take for a test run, and we're going to use all three colors. Now, I'm sure you've seen tutorials before. This is not really a tutorial. This is more of a let's see how our new glue gun works, because we want to make sure that it is going to be put to our craft test and can survive. So I'm going to untangle this yarn just a little bit, because I hate to struggle with yarn when I am doing anything that requires yarn without needing to cut it. So we're going to use four colors, all four of the colors that I have, which are blue, pink, yellow, and purple. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, and since it is a little bit of a softer chenille, you want to be mindful when you're pulling the yarn, because you could just pull the threads, these right on off like that. I don't want to do this, so I'm going to take some Aleene's tacky glue and squeeze it out. Then I'm going to take my fingers, make sure they all get a little bit of that glue on them, meaning the yarn, not my finger. Okay. That is how I am going to start off it. I'm not sure if you've watched other tutorials before, but this is not a tutorial. This is just how I'm doing it. But you know, feel free to do this. If you have a Hobby Lobby near you and you've been to there recently, you probably have seen one of these. So now I'm just going to take this and just gently twirl it just a scotch, and now we have a nice rainbow. Now I'm going to unplug it, put down my kickstand, and I'm going to put a dab of glue right in the center, and I'm just loading the gun up. Now you heard that crackle or that little pop. You want to be mindful of that. Please don't put it to your face, and do not put your hands near it if you hear that, because that means the glue is in the chamber and it may need to release some before it gets all the way in there. And now we have this, and so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just tap it down my finger. I do have a spatula that I did not bring to the table. I don't have it at the table. Long story short, I'm moving stuff around. So you know what happens when you switch out things. You know what happens. All right, so I am going to apply just a little bit of brute force here. And now right here, I'm just going to take some more glue. Plop it. Now, this does have a lithium battery in it, so it's going to have a little bit more weight to it in comparison with maybe some of your other more inexpensive or lightweight glue guns, which is great, because I feel like if I was to take this and just do it like this, that would be good. Also, this weighs nothing, but the battery inside does give it some weight. So see, it stands up great on the kickstand, which is always a plus. Sometimes the more inexpensive glue guns will fall over to the side. At the time of filming this, this is $22, and I think that I'm liking it so far. It's doing what it's supposed to do. We got good life. Now, the only thing that I won't be able to tell you today, but of course you can ask me, is how long does the battery life last? I would think that it lasts a good little bit. I'll look in the directions and see how long it lasts. So you can look on the website and find out. But for me, it's doing a job of what I needed to do. And how many of us really sit there and use our glue guns excessively for hours and hours and hours sometimes at a time? Not many people, and those people you probably have like some type of glue pot, if we're completely honest. I do like this glue gun. You see, I did my famous lay to the side, was not a test. And I'm not, if you notice, I'm not being very heavy-handed with the glue. I am just putting it in one spot and twirling it around. I did learn my lesson from last time. The more glue you put when it dries, the harder the candy will be. I'm not going to finish both of the lollipops on screen, but when I finish them, you'll see I will dip them in a little bit of glitter, because who wants a dry candy bar, a dry lollipop? Not this one. Okay. And as you can see, I'm just twirling this to give it still that swirl on the candy. Still the swirl. Still swirling it. So I am enjoying this, and I like it because the cord is not getting in the way, and sometimes we can be a little bit extra with our equipment. And I do like the weight. Like, this is heavy. It's not heavy, quote unquote heavy, like it's too heavy to hold, but it's not light in comparison to my $2 one. Like, I feel like for $22 it needs to say, look, this is why I am the only glue gun you need to buy. So I checked it out today online, and it's $21.99, which is great for those people that want to get a good glue gun and not worry about it not. And the trigger is easy to pull. Sounds kind of bad, but it's easy to use. It's not gives enough weight that you feel like you have something in your hand and you're not like, oh, what's going on? We don't have a lot of glue spider either. We have some because of me, because what I'm doing, I'm being more deliberate with placement of what's going on. And you see, I haven't had any oozing, and I like that. I think sometimes what happens when I buy a glue gun, I've been influenced. People have asked me, what glue gun are you using? Try this one. I've purchased a few. My friend recommended another one, and I got it, and I instantly regretted it. With this, I have no regrets thus far. I'm going to reload it because it is dry, and I think we get, all these cool little glue sticks. We'll probably need like 4 of these. I'm only going to do one side because I have to do both sides, because yeah. And then you see, just load it in. Just twisting this back over on this side. I do think that my only change of it would be it's not blue. Because blue is my color, but I think it's really cute. It's a cute little glue gun, and you could gift it to your friends if you wanted to, or yourself. I know a lot of us crafters have color coordinated things. I do not have anything that color coordinates besides my papers when I am cutting them and gluing them or doing other things with them, so that's not an issue. And you see, the glue spiders that we do have are not significant enough to really be upset about it. I thought this would be a really good project to showcase the glue gun, because there's a lot of gluing, a lot of waiting for the, the operator, me, to turn, stop, turn, stop, turn, stop. So far, I like it. I like it a lot. Like I said. And I like that it's no card hanging on. And normally when you have your card, it's pulling, it's sliding all over the spot. This has not moved besides when I've picked it up. Just A1 for me. Just gonna turn this. So if you're interested in getting this, I will leave the link to it. I don't have any affiliation, anything like that. I don't get any money. So, I don't get anything extra for telling you about something that I think is really cool. So we're just unraveling this glue, this yarn. Could you imagine doing this all day long? I feel like my little yarn balls would have to be a little bit more neater for us to do that. You see it's not dripping out, so I like that. I have had some none drip, this, that, and another, and they've dripped out. It's dripped out. But as it stands right now, we don't have that. Again, I did get this from Amazon, and it says that it has no drips, which is great. It's fast preheating, which is true, and it has a stand-up mini glue gun, which is great. And it says long life, so it says pink hot glue gun built in a 2900 battery and standard micro USB charging cable, supports to use continually for 80 to 105 minutes. It takes about 2 to 3 hours to fully charge. The real charging time depends on what the environment is. So if it's in a colder area, it may take, it says on the environment you're in and the USB adapter you use. So I am in a fairly neutral area when it comes to hot or cold, because it talks about the temperature in the manual. It talks about the Fahrenheit and things like that, so below 5. So it only took mine like an hour to fully charge, and I did have the green. And then also I read, because I was going to show you all the green, but it says once it's charged, don't keep charging it. Like, once it's charged, unplug it. Don't leave it like sometimes we could do, which is not always a good thing. So overall, I think this was a great investment. It is a great investment. It is something that you'll see me grabbing, and I can't wait till they have a blue one. So I want to say thank you all for watching. I hope that you've enjoyed, and again, information about the glue gun will be in the description box. So until next time, happy crafting.